Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the DST, or Selectoy's Green Hornet TV series Kato, and this is the white suit Valet edition. Kato's played by Bruce Lee in the old TV show, so let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, got a little warning, Selectoy's Valet Kato Deluxe action figure from the Green Hornet. Here he is in the package. Looks like he has a bunch of accessories, and he's in his white suit. Not much going on the sides. The back, here's the figure posed up. He's got his mask, a little serving tray. At the bottom, here's his barcode, in case that helps anybody. I got this guy from Big Bad Toy Store. So, with no further ado, let's open him up. Alright. Now that this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He has one alternate hand, totaling 3 interchangeable hands, a dart, 2 sort of domino masks, 2 heads, 2 little cups, and a serving tray. Before I tailored all that, let's talk about and check out the figure. So this is Kato from the Green Hornet TV show, played by Bruce Lee. Kato was the sidekick of Green Hornet, and not only that, but this is the Valet version. Basically looks like a chauffeur, or almost like a waiter. Now, I think it's cool getting a Kato figure, it's cool getting a Bruce Lee figure, but I don't have a lot of use for a Kato figure without a Green Hornet to go next to him. And when Diamond Select was asked about a Green Hornet figure, they said, it's not out of the question, but we currently have no plans for it. So, I don't think we're ever going to get the two of them together, which makes having this figure sort of pointless. That being said, let's take a look. Starting with his face here. It looks decent. I can sort of see Bruce Lee in it. Sort of yes, sort of no. The hair is not the traditional Bruce Lee hair. It's a little bit different, but I'm sure that's accurate to the show. He's in a white suit. Like I said, it just reminds me of a waiter. He's got a white shirt, white jacket, and a black bow tie. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, black pants, black dress shoes. Not too much going on, but I can definitely find some use for this figure. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt. It looks pretty good. I can definitely see both Kato and Bruce Lee in here. So it's a little bit off, but not too far off. I think just missing the typical Bruce Lee sort of bowl cut throws it off just a tiny bit. And then here's the figure, broken down as far as he can go with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's check out his accessories. Starting off with his hands, he has a total of 3 hands, 2 right hands, and 1 left hand. Here he is, with his first pair of hands. These are the hands with no gloves on, both gripping hands. And he has 1 alternate right hand. This is a fist, and it has a black glove. Now, the promo pictures of this guy had 2 alternate hands, both gloves on it, and it's not like my figure was missing it. Everything was present. I checked the pictures of him in the package. He simply has a total of 3 hands. Pretty odd to give him 1 gloved hand, 2 ungloved hands. And like I said, the promo picture showed something a little bit different. Now let's look at his heads. He has a total of 2 of them. 1 with no hat, and 1 with a sort of chauffeur-looking hat on. Here he is with his first head. This one doesn't have the hat. And here he is with a sort of chauffeur's hat. This is why he's a valet version. Gonna be parking your car. Now let's look at his masks. Not exactly a domino mask, but he has a black one and a green one. Here he is with the black mask on. This is typically how he looked when he was Kato, operating with Green Hornet. Now this mask is made of sort of a hard plastic. Doesn't really fit on his face quite as good as you'd like. Put it on there very easily, just sort of bounces out, snaps off. This is about the best you're going to get it to look. And here he is with the domino mask on, with the head with a hat on, and it looks even worse. Doesn't fit as good, doesn't line up with the eyes. Definitely intended for the other head. It looks pretty bad with this one. And here he is with the second mask on. This is the green mask with a yellow dot in the middle. Neither one really fits on his face quite properly. Looks a little off. Here's his little dart accessory. It's a little sort of yellow dart with white, I don't know, maybe feathers on it. Here's Kato holding that dart, and honestly, he can't even really hold it properly. And then he has a serving tray with a couple of cups. This is like the Alfred version of Kato, the butler, the chauffeur, etc. Here's Kato holding that serving tray. Best believe this accessory is going to go to Alfred in my Batman world. And here's a Mattel Alfred Pennyworth Hornet tray. Much better fit. Not only can Kato not hold the dart properly, but he can't hold the cups either. The little handle here is far too small. His hands are not tight enough to put it between the two fingers, and his finger is far too big to fit through this little hole. So, effectively, cannot be used or held properly. Here are some of the accessories that the previous Kato figure came with. A couple heads, a bunch of hands, and a couple of weapons. You can interchange the hands with this guy, and the weapons, and hell, even the heads. Here's a look at this white suit Valet Kato next to the regular version of the black suit. There are a lot of similarities and a lot of differences as well. So, starting with the heads are quite different. This guy does have a hatted head, but no mask on it, so there's some sculpting differences there. The outfit is considerably different. This guy is actually sort of in a chauffeur type outfit, and this guy, I guess he's a valet, but he looks like a waiter. So he has a regular jacket. This one has one of the buttons on both sides. The arms, I'm going to assume, are exactly the same. They look that way. And the legs are definitely the same. But the jacket area is different, and the heads are different. And now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, standing about 6.8 inches tall, which can translate to 17 centimeters. 6.8 inches on a 7-inch scale puts him a little bit on the short side of things. And for his articulation, starting with his head, of course, you can rotate from side to side. You can look up, really not at all, down about that far. You can tilt his head at least a little bit from side to side. Shoulders, a ball joint goes about 90 degrees, up, down, around. He's got a bicep cut below that. Double jointed elbows, they go all the way in. His wrist can rotate, and it's going to be hinged. His torso is one solid piece. It's got a traditional waist swivel. Don't think it's a ball joint there. Legs, completed as splits. Diamond Select style hip joints. Go forward about that far. Back not much. He has a thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Then his ankle. Forward and back. Tilt and rock. Rotation. Here's a look at this Kato in the valet outfit, holding a serving tray in front of the Green Hornet's car, Black Beauty. And here's a look at Kato, geared up and ready for action in front of the same car. Now let's check him out, next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Bruce Lee figures. Here's this valet Kato in a white suit, next to the standard version of Kato in a black suit, which looks like a chauffeur, mainly because of the hat. And here he is, next to a couple more Bruce Lee figures from his different various kung fu movies. These are also from Diamond Select Toys. Here are all of my different Bruce Lee figures. These are all from Diamond Select Toys. Now, I believe there is actually a third version for the Green Hornet show, but it's exactly the same as this guy, only it came in sort of a San Diego Comic-Con VHS packaging or something, but I believe the contents were identical. And this Kato figure totally reminds me of a Hasbro Indiana Jones, Dr. Jones figure in this white suit. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you don't know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a DST or Diamond Select toy, they're typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the large action figure lines I collect, and work way smaller. But first, let's check him out with some of his DST brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from Diamond Select Toys, all 7-inch scale, and now with some Jack-specific wrestling figures and some McFarlane toys. Here's Kato, next to a roll of duct tape. And here he is, next to some DC Direct and NECA figures. Then, with both some Mattel and Jazzwares wrestling figures. And now, with some Mezco and Mattel DC figures. Next, with some Mafex and Hasbro Marvel Legends. And finally, with some SH Figure Arts and some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, it's a decent Kato figure. Of course, it's not in his traditional black outfit, but I can put this guy to a lot of use. He looks good as a waiter, valet, chauffeur, that sort of thing. Looks like someone you hired to cater a private event, something like that. He doesn't do a whole lot for me as a Kato figure because he's not in this regular outfit, and I don't have a green Hornet to go with him, which is extremely disappointing. But the likeness is decent with Bruce Lee, something just a little off with the face. I don't know. Can't quite put my finger on it. I mean, the hair is one thing, but he has the Kato haircut. I don't know, just looks a little off. His accessories are okay, but he's missing some stuff. They could have at least given him all the accessories the original one had. Sculpt and paint job, pretty good, no issues there. Articulation is a little bit limited in the torso area, but it's fine. An ab crunch or something like that would really break up a suited body. If I were to rate this guy, I'd probably give him a 6 out of 10. It's a good figure, not great, nothing exceptional going on here. But I'm happy to have him. He'll be a nice addition for certain scenarios, certain background characters, etc., etc. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.